Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
Recall the testimony, Your Honor. The victim played with his hand on locket at his neck. Do you see a locket on the victim's neck?
The defendant wasn't strangling the victim at all. He was taking off his locket.
Defendant, what do you have to say to this? Say, I just noticed this, but you have something hanging around your neck.
Oh, you mean this? Yes, it's a locket with a photograph inside. A photo of my daughter.
Nick has a daughter?
Did he cheat on Mystic Maya? Is that what happened?
Oh, Taylor.
No. I could hear Pearly winding her fist.
If the results of this poker game led to the murder, perhaps we should hear a bit more about the outcome of the game.
Further testimony won't really be necessary. It's clear the defendant lost.
The one who was winning, it was victim.
That does definitely appear to be the case. He's got a lot of big chips. I mean, I'm assuming they're not going to be like, all the big chips represent small values, and all the small chips represent big values. Because that would be pretty annoying, wouldn't it?
Two types of chip, 100 points chip and 1,000 points.
There's 6 little chips. They're the ones worth 1,000 then. They both start with 3,500. That means they'll have 5 of the big chips each and 3 of the little chips each. It's inverted, I was right. Son of Bihosh. You're sure it was the victim who won?
A glance at the picture is enough to tell you who won, if you're not in kindergarten.
Which were worth 1,000 points.
Why, the big ones, of course.
I thought so too. But then, the totals don't add up. If the big chips are worth 1,000 points, and the small chips are worth 100, and you add them up, 10,600 points. The value of the chips was the other way around.
It appears our defendant has lost his motive, and Mr. Wright's supposed defeat never happened.
Actually, in the last hand, there was cheat. If you look at both men's hands, cheat is more obvious.
Oh, look, it's some cards.
Oh, would you look at that?
Your Honor, look at this! One of the victim's cards. The back is a different color.
That's impossible, but I put that card in Wright's hand. Oh dear.
Your Honor, tell me, what is the easiest way to cheat at poker?
Why do you think I know? Excuse me?
I'll tell you.
Oh, so you know.
One merely needs a friend, a comrade, shall we say. The dealer. She's the cheater. A professional, I'd wager.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays Winston Payne, Ace Prosecutor, where we play the games and I am accompanied by 2 people of marginally equal value.
Hey.
I am Winston.
I mean Taylor.
I'm fine. I mean Pete.
What? And I'm Sarah, I guess. I'm the odd one out here.
I love that he even messed the title up. It's not like perfect prosecutor or precision prosecutor. It's just
Precision.
because, it's obviously supposed to be like, AA or PP in the. Oh, it's because he has small PP. That's why.
He has a PP.
He has small.
What?
Small PP.
Oh my god, that face is an absolute picture.
And before we hop on in here, just as a reminder, if you do like what we do, if you want to see more of me and my exploits in this game, I'm sure you're going to be in for a treat. Why don't you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell to receive notifications about future Winston Payne Ace Prosecutor content. Thank you.
See, now I really, really hope that, like, as soon as we start is basically the end of the trial, and you never.
Why are you paying?
You never see him again. Oh, that'd be so
I'm not gonna
funny.
lie, when you started saying exploits, I thought you were gonna say, "And my ex-wife."
No. Yeah, again. There he is.
He's sweating.
What do you know?
The protest.
What nonsense is the defendant spewing now?
Think. One of the cards had a different colored back. Don't you wonder what it means?
Objection! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? Raising objections right when you're about to get off the hook? Ridiculous!
Quitting when I'm ahead has never been my strategy.
Mr. Payne, you of all people should know, Mr. Wright has a talent for sticking his foot in it. For the ridiculous.
I mean, that was close.
Perhaps we should get to the bottom of things. Let's clear up facts about the game that fateful night.
Off you go, Nick.
As was said before, we alternated between 2 decks of cards that night.
That was said before!
I just freaking said that.
The 2 decks at the club have different colored backs, blue and red. 1 color per deck.
Why use different colored backs?
If we use the same color, the 2 decks might get mixed.
You used different colors? And they still got mixed up.
We used the red deck for the last game.
I see. But that's odd. For some reason, I have this impression that you were using the blue cards.
Because they had the stack of blue cards on the table. See, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you check out the last episode, I had a breakdown of what I was talking about there.
Excuse me, voice of reason. I actually had a different theory why he was using the blue cards.
Okay.
Because he used to wear a blue suit.
Oh my god!
How dare you presume what I am thinking?
Oh god! Oh my god, that actually just made me go lightheaded for a second.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill you.
Now, Sarah, for a change of pace, has put out Pete in spectacular fashion.
Oh my god, I was not ready for that. I mean, but it's so.
It was that
But
funny.
it's such a sort of thing. It's such a judge thing. It's such a judge thing.
See, that's it. I have become the judge. I am
Oh
now
my
in
God.
character with the judge.
You are one with the judge. Oh my lord.
I'm not growing a beard though.
No, I'd prefer it if you didn't. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm sure someone said something about blue cards.
Whatever! In the end, 1 card of the wrong color got into the mix. Which means there was cheating. Like my ex-wife!
I've told you before, Mr. Payne. Leave it for the divorce court.
Sharon! I'm sorry.
I'll hold you in contempt of court if you carry on.
Yes, a card slipped into the deck would seem to indicate cheating.
Freaking blue suit.
Oh my god! It wasn't that funny.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was brilliant.
Sarah, take the win.
Okay,
Yes.
fine.
Yet, this card raises 2 serious questions. Apollo,
Oh, crap.
Yes?
let's consider the first question, shall we? Think, in the last game, when was the card swapped?
When?
There are 3 broad possibilities here. It could have been swapped before the murder, during the murder, or after the murder.
Well, yeah. Thanks for the news bulletin, Mr. Wright. Of course it was swapped.
Oh? It might be as simple as you think, Mr. Payne, or it might not be. I'd like to hear what Apollo thinks first. When do you think the cards were swapped?
When was the card swapped into the deck?
It must have been after the murder because they would
I
have
would
seen
think
it.
so.
If he was holding his hand up, he'd have seen there was a different. Although it could have been during.
Well, they were playing with the red deck.
And the blue
Right?
deck's there,
So-
yeah.
Yeah. I think it was after
gonna
because
be
I think
after.
whoever was staging the crime scene just grabbed the deck off the ground.
Yeah, because didn't Olga let something slip?
Da.
I forget. So we think right now. I'm not sure because of the. I can't really.
I want to
remember the
say
context.
after because it'd have been really obvious if it was before or during.
Yeah,
'cause
I
they
want to
would've
say
seen it.
after as well.
Yeah,
I
if
think
the-
it was after as a frame-up job.
If they were holding the cards, as you say, it would have been obvious. But if they were laid out on the table,
But there's also the blue deck on the table, and he's just said they play with the red deck. So
well, yeah. But again, as you were saying, I suppose with poker, you only show your hand at the end because you spend loads of time bluffing about what cards you have. And
Well,
then it's
you flip over a card each time. So, like, you basically, every time the dealer shows a card from the top, you basically are flipping over one of your cards until, you get to the last one. So most of them should have been face down on the table until the last hand. So would have...
I thought it was I thought it was in the middle. You have there's like a set of cards. Again, maybe it's a different version.
So it's like, I think it's Texas Hold'em is the most common one, but it's like, if I'm remembering correctly, and I may very well be wrong, but it's like, you each get dealt a hand.
Yep.
You have 2 cards face up. Then the dealer will flip a card off the top, and then you can look at your cards while they're face down, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, you can't.
No, you can. Well, maybe it's a different version.
I'm just taking your word for it, because I honestly
Anyway.
have no idea.
So the idea is that, like, as the dealer flips cards off the top, you need to potentially you get more information about the cards you have face down, and then need to make hands based on the best information that you have.
Okay, then that's different to what I'm aware of, I think.
Or maybe I don't even remember at this point. I think I'm getting the rules entirely wrong.
All right, so we think after.
I think so.
After, yeah.
Perhaps it happened after the murder?
Objection!
Jesus!
What's that? Ridiculous! What's the point of cheating after the hands have been shown? That's silly!
Objection!
Wow,
Yes.
that was a hardcore habit that I almost got into right there.
But tell me, how do you swap cards during the game? I'll take silly over impossible.
Objection! Take it from me, son. There's a lot of silly in this world, like my ex-wife, but very little impossible.
You said it again. Stop saying that word.
Naughty!
Bad.
Slap you!
I'm sorry.
There's a lot of silly in this world, but very little impossible.
Oh? Even the backs of the cards are even when the backs of the cards are a different color? If you pulled that during the game, you'd be caught in no time.
Oh wait, no, that's right. It's like in Texas Hold'em, you have all of your cards in your hand and you can hold them up and look at them, and then as the dealer flips cards off the top, they reveal them one by one, and then you're trying to make your best guess at what kind of hand you will end up with based on the pool. So yeah, if they were holding their hands up, they would have seen that the card backs were mismatched.
But that's the weird thing, because so that's my understanding of poker. But then the weird thing is that there isn't like well, I guess would Nick have been the dealer in this instance?
Well, no, Olga was the
No,
dealer.
Olga was the dealer.
Then where are the cards in the middle that they're trying to match against, I guess?
That's
They're
why I
trying to
think
build
it was
their
like
hand
it was. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless it's a different kind of poker.
It
which I
could
suppose
very
is
well
possible.
be. This is a Japanese...
There's more than one kind of poker.
It's Russian poker.
Russian poker.
In Russian poker, we share hands.
But we don't tell anyone about it, because then we would get into trouble.
Quite true. That would mean that the blue card in question was swapped after the hands were shown, after the murder.
Yeah. Objection! Okay, this is going past silly and straight on to crazy. I ask again, what's the point of cheating after the game's over? Who would do that?
Who indeed? That's one of the mysteries before us.
There's another?
Yes, a simple yet decisive question must be asked. Who swapped the red card for a blue card?
Who?
The game and murder is done. The victim is dead. Only 2 remain in the room, alive, that is. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and our witness, Olga Orly.
Okay. So who was it that swapped the red card for a blue? Obviously Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, obviously himself.
Someone else!
Or I think it was Olga, I don't know.
Yeah, I think we...
Shady Smith
I think we
came back from the dead.
I think we have to say it's Olga, because why would Nick?
Yeah.
Why? It must have been Olga Orly who swapped the cards. She was trying to cover up evidence of the cheating.
That must make some sense.
Oh my god, don't say Nick did it. That was Nick.
Hold it!
Sorry. But there's a problem with that explanation.
Is it because of him trying to get the necklace?
Huh?
The swapped card was from the wrong deck.
Yes, and a blue card was stuck into a red hand.
Mixing a card from the wrong deck when the backs are different colors? Remember that you're talking about Olga Orly. She was the dealer. Do you really think she would make such a novice mistake?
Actually, I have trouble imagining even the judge making that mistake.
Give it a little more thought, Apollo.
Right.
That's my name.
Okay. So who was it?
Was it Nick then?
Or was it someone else?
The one who swapped the cards was Mr. Right. It was you, wasn't it?
And why would I do such a thing?
Because everyone else was dead. Well, because, maybe you were trying to hide the fact that you cheated?
That would make sense. But the swapped card was in the victim's hand.
Oh,
Sorry. I'm a nice guy, but I'm not that nice.
come to think of it, he would lack a motive for helping his opponent to win.
Yeah, it's alright, I was being dumb.
Okay, so who was... Someone else.
Someone else.
The one who swapped the cards wasn't Mr. Right, of course. And, well, it doesn't seem like it could have been Olga Orly either.
What are you suggesting?
That's hardly a logical conclusion, I'll admit. As the defense, I think it only makes sense for you to name Ms. Orly at this point.
Yes, I know. But she was the one who dealt the cards, right? I just can't believe she would make the mistake of swapping the wrong color card. Color card?
And if the card was swapped during the game, it would be obvious. Something you'd like to share with the court, Mr. Wright?
Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I was just thinking how much fun this all is.
Objection! Oh, fun? How about confusing? I've no idea what the defense is claiming, Your Honor. If the one who swapped the card wasn't the defendant and it wasn't Ms. Orly, then who was it?
Yeah, well, that is the question, isn't it?
Good job, you're following along. Congratulations.
Precisely.
Huh?
I said precisely.
Huh?
I believe we're about to see this new case take a turnabout in a new direction.
This same case.
A new direction?
A new direction.
A new bloody direction?
A new direction.
I've got to get home to the wife. She's going to be very angry if I am late. Can you get on with it and stop playing bloody games?
We'll find that, indeed, after the murder.
Oh, for God's sake.
Someone swapped one of the cards in the victim's hand, and that someone made two critical mistakes. I'm sure you're going to tell us that the first was swapping the wrong color card, because the one who did the swap didn't know two colors of cards were being used.
What? Were they colorblind?
The other mistake... Oh no, it was Godot the whole time.
Oh, no!
Bacon.
Hey,
The other
Meow.
mistake was the number on the card.
Don't do that again.
Well, just meow. Right. The person replaced the fifth ace with a king.
I'm sure whoever swapped it wasn't expecting there to be a fifth ace after all. All they knew was that the game had been won with a full house. So they picked up a king from the table and swapped it in.
Huh. Well, okay, sorry, no. Sorry, the gears are turning. So, what we know from the opening is that something happened, the cards fell off the table, whatever, and then presumably Nick made a phone call to somebody.
Yep.
We don't know if it's the police or whatever. Maybe, well, we assume it's the police. Maybe whoever he called when he came to...
Was it not Christoph?
Was it?
He must have called a kid named Finger to come and clean up the crime scene.
I have no idea who he called. But anyway, when the person arrived, is it possible that they did the thing?
Maybe.
I can't remember if it said who he called or not. So that's interesting.
Objection! But there's one problem. According to our case records, this person doesn't exist! Like my true love.
No.
True, not until now. But you have to admit the possibility of a fourth person.
I mean, they did say there is someone that keeps watch through the window.
True.
So who's
Though
he?
it's more than a possibility. There was someone else there that night at the scene of the crime.
Well, what?
I believe the judge spoke truthfully earlier. You do make trials ridiculous, Mr. Wright.
This trial has proceeded on one central assumption. Namely, that at the time of the incident, there were only 3 people in that room.
Yeah.
I believe this new evidence, shall we say, overturns that assumption.
Problem is that you chose to conceal this information from the court.
Naughty, naughty.
I suppose that is a problem, yes. Man, my audio is going to be like a whole mix of Pete. Like, I can even, as I'm recording, I can look and I can see where it's like I'm talking as Phoenix and then I'm talking as Pain. Because Phoenix is very, very small and Pain is very, very big.
Very squeezy.
I feel bad for whoever the hell's editing this mess. Okay.
Thank God for a compressor.
Oh,
True.
And she still left me. Court is adjourned for a brief recess.
What?
sorry, I was being rude when Taylor said like it's large for Pain.
Oh!
And she still left
my
me.
God.
Mr.
Dirty.
Gavin, I'll see you in my chambers during this recess.
It was this
no.
guy, I don't know, it was this guy with a weird little hat and a long beard, and he kept talking about dinner for some reason.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
I was wondering when the crossover would start to appear.
Wordsmith has breached the Ace Attorney franchise.
It's all part of the Ace Attorney cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Certainly, Your Honor. I'm sure that we're not going to discuss anything weird.
No. Don't get poetic on me this time.
Well, next thing you know, Christoph will fly off like with a swan hat.
Oh, Christ. Don't just say your Brett.
Very well. The trial will resume in 20 minutes.
And then it'll turn
Oh,
out
God,
that,
but that's like most of the way through the episode.
and it'll turn out that the judge is the bad guy this whole time.
Oh,
Or one of the bad guys. He's been
Well,
manipulated.
no, they already did that once.
The judge has been manipulated by a higher-up judge.
Oh, no. Nah, not this one.
That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright.
No,
To suddenly claim there
no.
was another person at the scene of the
Yaddy,
crime
yaddy.
like
It's
that.
freaking Gendo Ikari over
Oh,
here.
no.
What the That's no. Yeah, he's definitely. Oh, that only good characters do that.
Are you trying to accuse me of being a bad guy
I
because I
just-
speak with a deep British accent?
Come on. I mean,
He's got some sinister energy.
Next time you'll say that I'm a villain because I drive a Jaguar. I must ask, is it the truth?
he doesn't drive the car. It's not a car though. It's a literal Jaguar that he rides.
Like a freaking night elf from World of Warcraft. Well, now, I think you would know the answer to that. Goodness gracious. Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I've no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Otherwise,
nervous wreck with the screechy voice. Yeah.
I cannot guarantee the outcome.
Oof.
I see you haven't mellowed out one bit, Christoph. Justice.
Yes, sir.
The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me.
What do you expect me to say?
I expect you to die.
Oh.
You did well, Apollo.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright?
You're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in there.
He's Icotrusi.
Aw.
So cute. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter.
Yeah, we were too.
Yeah.
Most people are. Perhaps you'll meet her one of these days.
One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you?
Huh. What do you think?
Huh?
You know what happened 7 years ago. What I did. It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat.
I never. Honest. But it is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years.
Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker.
Eh?
You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. In that way, it's a lot like a court case.
Poker is like trial law?
Figure out what your opponent is thinking, and you win.
Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds.
I think not. All you have to do is follow the furtive glance. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Some with less prompting than others. I'm looking at you, Taylor. Their body language can become a valuable source of information.
You're kidding.
That witness, for instance, Miss Orly.
So what I'm imagining right now is like, because obviously, you know, Prosy had that whole skit about like when the trial breakdown happens. But it's like, so is when he's playing the the poker game, are they having breakdowns like that as well? It's like, yes, by reading their body language, I'm able to figure out
God,
when they have.
yeah.
But meanwhile, they're just like smacking themselves in my hand. Oh no! Oh, Mamma Mia! Ah!
You know, I really cannot tell what hand he has. I mean, it's so difficult.
That's just like me playing poker generally.
I
She
would be
would
the
touch-
worst at playing poker. I would have no poker face.
Sarah, do you have a full house? No.
I think
And
that
then if
sounds
she had a
bit like
really
slander.
bad hand, she'd be like, "You hate poker."
Sarah's pulling a grumpy face because she knows it's the truth.
I feel personally attacked.
I mean, yeah, you should. It's 100% accurate, that's why.
Ah, shut it, you. Bully, 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 bully.
Bully, 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 bully. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice?
No. Come on, who'd notice that?
Words, habits, twitches. It's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you.
I'd be curious as to know who, because obviously this is not, this wasn't introduced in any of the other Ace Attorney games. The earlier ones, anyway. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals.
That's probably why you're the protagonist for only one game.
No.
Oof.
Oh, that's mean, pal.
Oof.
No, you can do it.
Huh?
You just don't know it yet.
What's he talking about?
But you will. Soon. Almost forgot. One more thing. About this case.
This is cryptic AF, though.
Yeah.
You should know I haven't told the truth to anyone yet.
But what? I knew it.
I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. And Apollo, I need you to be there, defending me. I need your power.
Unlimited power.
My, power? I had no idea my cords of steel were that special.
It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best.
All right.
But wait, if Kristoff is still gone, then who's gonna replace the? Oh no! Is it the return?
Oh no, I'm really on my own.
Okie dokie.
Well, I mean, like the judge would surely be gone as well. So
Why would
you know
we,
who that means?
Why would we be like, yeah, so that's done. We'll just go back to the game menu now. I've had enough of that one.
Yeah,
of
we're
course
done
we
here.
want to continue. Silly game.
Well, it might be aimed at people who probably just want to play little bursts.
They've got like really short attention spans. They don't
maybe.
want to have to go into the menu and quit that way.
I mean, to be fair, we do have short attention spans. But,
Well, yeah.
I suppose. Oh, there he is.
Court will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga Orly, recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness anyway.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again?
That's the thing! You see, she's quite fatigued.
You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne.
Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orly take the stand.
Very well. The witness shall take the stand. Get up here now. Come on.
No, no.
Where is she? Not
Will
here.
someone go fetch her?
Go fetch her, will ya?
Yeah.
Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession?
To who? Like, to who? Where is she? She's not here yet.
Or perhaps you'd rather admit you're a poor liar and a poorer loser.
Not.
Oh, what is the... Oh no, Taylor's had the activation. I heard it.
Name's Olga Orly, and that's the truth. I'm a pro dealer.
Oh my god, the accent change. The Brooklyn.
People call me Olga Quickfingers Orly.
Okay.
Oh,
My goodness gracious!
There we
oh, really?
Oh, really?
Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian. And my last name sounds like,
Oh my
really?
It was all really the entire time!
Well, she's...
Dang
I mean,
it.
the thing is... That, no, you say that, but, like, she's obviously correcting us for mispronouncing it the entire time.
Yeah.
Hey, I said it right, but then you were like, "Oh, Taylor, I don't think they'd actually make names."
I mean, the spelling, though, it kind of looked a bit like it might not be.
There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied.
Not until you show me what those quick fingers do.
Don't be disgusting.
Oh, oh.
Wow, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot barge pole, pal.
Oh, God!
Oof.
Ah, my pride.
Witness! You will tell the court what you were really up to that night.
Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? She?
She? We had a plan, she?
Let me remind you, you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Yeah, whatever. Fine.
I didn't advance the text, by the way. That was the game.
I'll let you off.
Be careful.
Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that he needed my help. Smith's a well-known poker player in some circles. The winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their oh my god, he gets a bit handsy there. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut. Shady?
I think...
Real Slim Shady?
You swapped the cards!
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it. Would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed into pieces.
Indeed. Getting caught red-handed and cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins.
Excuse me.
A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan.
Oh, really? Oh, really? How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake.
Mistake?
A mistake.
A mistake.
A mistake.
It's not even doing it in this game.
I know.
People
I know.
got so annoyed at us doing it in Danganronpa.
All right, we'll stop.
Fine.
It's fine.
Pete the joke killer. Got another one.
Killing joke.
It wasn't Pete.
It was me.
Oh.
I agree the trap was elegant. Yet what happened to that planted card?
Hey, that's right.
I got it right here.
No, I'm over here.
Oh, no.
He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be slipped free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orly.
Oh, really? Oh. The witness should be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind.
Your Honor, what?
Oh,
Your Honor.
darling. Well,
Your Honor, I really must insist that you refrain from making comments about the witness's appearance, so as to not give the impression that you might be anything less than professional.
Cute? Pfft. Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad, you hear me? Bad.
Oh, my God.
You know I'm bad. I'm bad. You know it.
I'm really, really bad.
I'm
When
really,
you're through
really
being
bad.
perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung.
Okay.
You could spring a few of my traps if you like.
Oh,
Well.
no.
That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to.
I like that her camera's changed from a regular model to a gold-plated one.
Yeah.
For seemingly no reason. Like when she whipped off her costume, she whipped off the layer of stickers that she'd put on the camera.
It was
too.
part of the design, absolutely. Obviously.
And Wright lost the hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him.
The last hand.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant.
Surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark.
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect! If that rotten cheetah hadn't messed it up.
Look who's talking!
Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice.
With witnesses like her, who needs criminals?
Hey, I heard that.
And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors?
I heard that!
What the heck
Well,
is
he's
with
a-
you guys?
This guy's a real card, huh?
Oh, you could say he's a joker.
Not funny, pal.
Ow.
Okay, she planted the card. He lost the last hand like he was supposed to, then he searched him, but the planted card was gone. The trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. So it's interesting, though, because, like, how did... Like, why? I guess because they both got the... They both got the full house, but... Full house. But Shady...
both got a full house, that's right, Governor.
But Shady Smith is the one with the fake card.
Mm.
I'm confused.
Doesn't make sense that he'd whack him one. I mean, I guess he's angry, but...
No, because Shady will have taken his pendant, I think.
Oh, I suppose, maybe.
So what are
So yeah, I think we just have to press everything. I think that's the normal strategy.
Hold it! This planted card. Which card was it exactly?
The trump card.
Ugh.
The 5 of hearts.
Huh.
Well, I don't see that anywhere.
There's no 5 of hearts there, pal.
Let me guess. Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house. At least that's what we were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend.
I slid it into Wright's pocket.
When was this?
What you didn't count on was... Never mind.
Why? Before the match, of course. When he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club, we serve borscht and suckers.
Remind me never to go there.
Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. Like a good borscht, a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to thicken.
Hold it! So, everything went according to plan.
Exactly. The fifth ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud.
There are worse things to be known as, I suppose.
Oh, of course, she planted the crap card, so then that's what he'd find, and then, yeah, it would imply that he switched it. Tell us...
Yeah.
Tell us what happened with the search. It's alright, I'm just a dum-dum. It's taken me a while to realize. Hold it! The card disappeared?
Yeah! My trump card, the 5 of hearts! Gone, without a trace! Poof! Zippo! We searched every nook and cranny.
Oh, jeez. Right up
Even a cavity search. Even inside his cute little head.
But the card was nowhere to be found. Is this correct?
That's what I said. Never in my long storied career. Never has quick fingers Orly never been so readily duped.
Oh, really? Well, so, what did happen to the 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant?
Wow, I'm two-faced. You're the one who had a whole costume and personality.
Shut it, you!
So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action.
Well, I guess we'd better check the head of a sword and twist the head.
So, it's obviously not going to be...
Unless Nick, hit it, underneath one of the other... Oh,
It's in
wait a
there.
minute. It's in his phone.
Oh, wow! The battery is being held in place with a piece of tape. You should just buy a new one. Oh, maybe he can't afford it. Or he just doesn't care. Okay. Nope.
Yeah, face.
No, I bet it's in the battery compartment, and we just can't.
Yeah, it's one of those where it's
We're doing the banana again.
Yeah, it just won't let you do it.
Unless you can look at the label on the wine bottle, and he hit it under there.
Well, that's what I was thinking,
Sorry.
but you can look at the back of it through the bottle and
Yeah,
there's
you'd
nothing.
see it.
Oh, we can actually look at it. Grape juice. How long has it been since I drank grape juice? Apparently, it's Mr. Wright's favorite drink. I wonder how well it goes with borscht. Not very, I guess. Okay, you picked up the flower. Hold it! Wait! Isn't that a little odd?
What's odd?
You searched Mr. Wright, thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat. Which means he had no reason to strike the victim.
Yeah, well...
Oh, there it is.
What the hell was that? Oh, there we go. What was that just now?
She touched the back of her neck.
I sensed something.
Something wrong, Mr. Justice?
No, nothing, Your Honor.
Are you sure you're acting a bit strange?
What to do? Should I press her a little harder?
Damn.
Press harder.
Miss O'Reilly, you're hiding something.
What are you talking about? You... Me? Quick fingers O'Reilly?
Objection!
God's sake!
The defense will refrain from baseless accusations.
Me, Quick Fingers O'Reilly, hiding. Why'd you run away from me?
I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Of course it's true.
Touched the neck again.
Yeah.
I did see it, honest. I saw it when Wright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. Saw it?
What's this weird vibe I'm getting?
That witness, for instance, Miss O'Reilly, she would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Do you see?
Touching her neck, was it?
I mean, she's not really touching her neck. She's touching her...
Oh. Oh.
Hello?
Whoa.
Oh.
Death,
Whoa.
death vision. Whoa. What's going on?
Justice, are you trying to bore a hole through her with your photo gaze?
I'm using my Mystic Eyes of Death, Mystic Eyes of Death perception, which is a reference I'd be very surprised if anyone gets. If you do, why don't you leave a comment?
Oh.
He's activated his Sharingan.
This sensation, it's coming into focus. There, that twitch, it's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit, like I couldn't before. Oh, now we've got a perceive button. Gotcha! Miss O'Reilly, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself.
Unaware of what?
I hadn't finished. Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
My neck? So what?
What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort.
When she says that part of her testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
Justice, what?
What?
A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about?
This is highly unusual. But, let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us?
Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, which was the strangling, maybe? If she's touching a neck, maybe she's thinking about the strangling thing.
Oh, maybe
The
the guy attacked
strangling.
her then.
Yeah, and thinking about it, we can't see her neck, can we? Because she's got the shirt, the blouse, and the necktie. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. Other crime. I keep saying other crime. Moment of the crime. The moment of the crime.
Moment of the crime.
When she talks about the moment of the crime. So, what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss O'Reilly, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an impression... I know. I read impression first. I believe the weapon that left an inerasable impression on your neck is this. Huh?
No, I don't know.
Would it be the bottle, I guess? There is no other weapon. I don't know. Wait a minute. No, we can't safety save. My attorney's badge. Taylor, are you still there? You've gone...
Yeah, I'm still here.
So
I don't have any
you
any
fell so
idea.
silent. I was like, oh no, the call's disconnected. We're going to have to do some editing. Let's try Deadly Bottle, I guess. I don't know what else to try.
Yeah.
Take that! Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. What the hell
Justice,
is wrong
are you
with me?
quite all right? Did you leave your teeth at home today?
I'm fine, sir.
Oh, it's the neck of the bottle. The neck of the bottle is what's...
God's sake. Yeah, okay.
And what reminds us more of the moment than this bottle? The murder weapon. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain?
What's he talking about now? And I'm pain. You're not pain. Who's in pain? What?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit, not you.
Objection! This is a cross-examination, not a cross wild conjecture. The witness's habits? They're completely irrelevant.
Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination.
I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Oh dear.
My goodness.
Miss O'Reilly, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment.
Niet, I am knowing nothing.
What?
Uh-huh. We know you're not Russian.
The witness will testify, please. Now!
Fine.
Oh, the camera was gold there. On that first...
Oh, was it? Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Huh.
Fine.
Oop.
He's the one who did it. He didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got... Oh, I didn't. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got there. The next moment, right...
Okay, so hang on,
whatever.
so it's this then, I guess. Hold it! You seem uneasy.
You try standing up here.
Her eyes are darting all over the place. They must be getting warm. Tell me, after the crime, what was the defendant like?
Oh, well, he must have been stunned by the weight of his crime. He sat in a daze at that table until the cops came.
No.
He didn't because he made
He
the
made
phone
the call.
call.
Yes.
Intriguing. I believe you've gotten all the testimony you're going to get out of this witness. So, what do you think about her testimony?
I'll tell you what I think.
Testimony?
Her testimony is flawed. It's basically bogus. It contradicts the evidence.
Well, what's that?
Well, show us this evidence, Mr. Justice. This evidence that you claim contradicts the testimony.
She didn't let him out of her sight until the cops got there. I know there's some evidence that contradicts that.
It's the phone.
Contradink.
From the first floor.
Yeah.
Take that! Miss O'Reilly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant.
What the? Oh, God! It's Mr. Wright's in trouble. It's up to me, Dick Gumshoe.
And we know the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made that phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Oh my God.
She took a photo of herself while she was having a breakdown.
Multiple even.
Yeah. All right. The man who picked up the bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
Got him. That swinging light would be annoying AF, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Oh no, a spider.
Oh, no, I don't like those.
No.
Showdown time.
You dirty cheat! Check his pockets, now!
I can't remember if it's the same voice.
It's gone!
It's got. Oh, I don't know. It could be
The
anyone.
card's gone!
You lose.
Oh!
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Wright. And then he hit me.
What?
Oh, you! Some master of cheating you turned out to be!
When I came to,
He'd hit himself in the face.
The victim was already dead. Is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Mr. Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Yes, not like now. You're definitely.
Well, where does that where does this leave us?
With the need for a vacation very urgently. Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was hit with the bottle, and I'm imagining all of this!
Well, it appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly...
I am!
I can't blame him.
I know!
Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events?
Oh, my goodness.
Mr. Gavin? Sir?
Oh, sorry. My brain literally had a blue screen from
It had a blue
incredulity I just experienced. I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss O'Reilly a big fat liar.
Hey, what?
3 were in that room the night of the murder. The defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive.
A motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouncement of that argument... Oh, sorry. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
What? Is that...
Denouement is like the falling action, basically.
Oh, okay.
Denouement is what happens after a climax in storytelling.
Okay.
All right.
What? I didn't. I'm no killer.
And I didn't have to Google that one. I just remembered that one from English. A long
Nice
time
one.
ago.
It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me.
Doesn't feel so nice, does it?
Hey, I was standing there.
What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. Was that really necessary to rhyme?
Oh, God bloody hell, if it's not Christoph Gavin doing the poetics, it's Mr. Right now.
So tangled we catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Right!
Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. You do realize I'm defending you. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Right. Like Mr. Wright was saying before recess.
Right, I'm right.
That was in my head. Shush!
A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 colors of cards were being used. A 4th person.
Objection! Ah, this theory again! Your 4th person doesn't exist! Like happiness.
Oof.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for
Wait.
No chance for deception. Phoenix, have you played one of your games? I got a bad news for you. The perfect place to catch the real
No. Don't say it's Christoph.
Well, it's that or it's Payne or the judge.
No.
Or Apollo, I suppose.
Because didn't he say he was having lunch with him? Did Christoph say he was having lunch with Nick?
I don't remember.
Huh.
I want to say... No. Can't know. Already? No way.
I have no idea. Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm sure he said like he'd had lunch with... Anyway.
Sir, we have precious little time.
The real criminal.
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less.
What?
Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Sorry.
Remember what I said. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error.
He or she wasn't considering the color on the backs of the cards.
Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur?
Well, if they're colorblind, I guess.
The cards used for the last game were red. Yet there is one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue.
It is Christoph! Because he did the poetics about the back of the cards. No way! No!
He did.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did some really poetic, wreathed in blue flame or something.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes.
What?
It's like, oh,
What?
Well, that was quick.
Holy moly!
Yeah, I had that impression too. But why?
What?
Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was?
It's not me, I swear.
That's what a guilty person would say. Who is this fourth person?
I mean, the judge also did say, I thought they were blue too.
Can't be the judge. He was just baffled by Christoph being poetic.
So were all of us.
He said denouement, and then everyone else was just like,
Why do we always get put on the spot like this?
Get used to it, pal.
get used to it, kid. Oh. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it?
No way.
Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
No freaking way.
Take that!
Huh. As I expected. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair.
I was right?
Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person
Oh
that
my
night.
god. Oh my god.
Strongheart all over again.
No way. What?
Wow, they really got... did we miss a part of the game? I feel like we've gotten to the betrayal aspect a little early.
But of course! Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards!
How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table.
Yeah, but if he was there...
Yeah, but that's the point.
Look! You can see the colors in this photo!
Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before this evidence came to light.
Yeah.
It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that. A game in the purest sense. A competition, Your Honor.
Hey, competition?
Yes, a test of wits, a silent clash of passions. Only the cards their backs wreathed in blue flame know its final outcome.
Holy smokes.
Damn. Undone by my poetic hubris.
Once more. Wait, what else have you done?
Well, Christoph?
Mr. Gavin?
Mr. Gavin! Is something the matter?
He's just like in the dial-up noise as he's thinking.
No, nothing. Excuse me, I was just so sudden. Right, you aren't seriously accusing me, are you?
But is he seriously accusing him?
God damn it.
I know.
damn it.
I'm sorry.
It was so close!
I know. Well, you can carry on if you like, but
But we can.
I know.
You know we can't.
Probably near the end.
Pete knows that we cannot, and yet likes to complain that we cannot.
You all do. Shush.
But alas, yes, it is time for us to bid you adieu. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching. If you do like what we do, then please consider giving us a little like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And until next time, we'll see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody!
And remember, be careful about when you describe things with poetic mannerisms, because you never know when it might come back to bite you. Like the jaws of a snarling, howling dog from the deepest hell, named Balmont.